All right, fight fans, here we go. Now in the cage. Three rounds of mixed martial arts presented to you, Spar Star MMA. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the city of Inglewood, California, here at the Hollywood Park Casino, where tonight, well, it might appear that a lot of the hot action is happening downstairs at the tables. The best bet for some quality action is upstairs here for Spar Star MMA's next show, where amateurs are showing you why they've got the skills, the will, and the tools to become awesome professional mixed martial artists. So we thank you again for joining us, folks. I'm the Yak Man, Ron Yakovetti, and I do not come here to this stage unprepared. I've got backup. To my right, an incredibly talented fighter, a great broadcaster, and one of the coolest nicknames you are ever going to hear, Hector Sick Dog Ramirez. To my left, one of the most out there, danger-seeking, quality reporting guys in mixed martial arts, Mr. Aaron True. And now, guys, there's a women's fight, there's heavyweights, there's 125-pound fighters on the card, but the one thing atop the pie, the cherry, right there.
The main event, Let me tell you guys, we got an exciting main event coming up. We got an individual who's 5-0, Gomez, and we got Ramirez, who's got a record of 6-1. Both these guys looking to get that medal, to go out and prove to everybody that they're ready to step to the next level and go out into the pros. And this is a perfect place and a perfect night to do it in front of all the fight fans, you at home and here out here on the stage.
Right, and it's impressive too, Aaron, when you have two guys with records that good who are willing to fight each other, belt or not.
Both men are going to step into the cage tonight with a combined record of 11 victories and only 1 defeat. Tonight, both men have only one thing on their mind: to leave the Spar Star cage with that belt around their waist. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back from commercial break, we're headed to the cage for Spar Star MMA action.
Fight fans, here we go. Now entering the cage, 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the heavyweight division. Entering the cage first, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Dwayne Johnson.
Welcome back to Spar Star MMA cage side here at the Hollywood Park Casino. The Sick Dog Hector Ramirez, Aaron True, and myself, the Yak Man, Ron Yakovetti, as heavyweights in the amateur mixed martial arts circuit are about to test the integrity of the cage. Dwayne Johnson, not The Rock, but the same name. No victories, no losses, no experience until tonight. And what a great place to get it here at Spar Star.
He says the most odd thing about him is that he's Jewish. Well, I'll tell you right now, I've never seen a guy that scary looking at my temple.
Well, he's trained at a golf course gym, so he's definitely got, you know, tough guys around him, training with him. So once again, every guy coming out of golf course, you don't want to be tied up with them, because you're probably going to get tossed.
Yeah, in this corner you can see former WEC standout Karan Darabedian. Super nice guy, excellent fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, a correction, Dwayne will be fighting out of the blue corner.
Referee Mike Beltran giving instructions now to Johnson as we wait the entrance of his opponent, the closer.
And now, entering the cage, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Andre Nicholson.
Andre Nicholson, the closer. 2 wins, one loss.
They call him the closer because when he has his opponent hurt, he is gonna close the deal. He reminds me almost like a Vitor Belfort in terms of his tenacity, not the fighting style, but when he sees blood or sees his opponent's hurt, he's gonna go in for the kill.
He definitely knows. When he sees it, he definitely knows it. That's why they call him the closer. He's very tough. Dwayne here has got a tough opponent ahead of him, so he's definitely get tested tonight.
This is the guy who puts the artist in mixed martial artist. He's a fighter, that's an art, mixed martial arts. He's a singer and a rapper. And if that isn't enough, red shirt, red hair, red beard on the chin.
He is seeing red tonight, Yak Man.
He could be America's next top model and the winner of this fight.
Definitely matches.
Our official Mike Beltran, our ring announcer Jim Fitzgerald. Two fighters, heavyweights. Let's see what happens when they collide. Here we go.
All right, fight fans, here we go. Spar Star MMA is proud to present 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the heavyweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Sniper Fightwear. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Mike Beltran. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing black trunks. He is training out of Team Hyaston in North Hollywood by way of Sherman Oaks, California. He weighed in 227 pounds. Tonight, he is making his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Dwayne Johnson. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks. He is training out of Rumble Squad 301 Academy in Huntington Beach, California. He weighed in 224 pounds. His record, 2 wins with 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Andre, the closer, Nicholson! All right, fans, here we go. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the heavyweight division.
Referee Mike Beltran might have an easier time separating atoms in a science lab than keeping these 2 guys apart. Johnson was drifting towards the other corner during the intros.
Yeah, both guys are ready to go. There's no filling out process here. And Andre has that big right hand cock. That's his go-to weapon.
Johnson has height, has range, needs to keep himself a tall fighter. But if he lowers himself, I think the closer, Nicholson, is going to put him down. He's got to keep his chin up.
I mean, Dwayne Johnson's a monster in there. That's a second low front leg kick. Big right hand by the closer.
Right hand by Nicholson.
And he smells blood. He's going for the finish.
Just got to be careful. Sometimes if you try to close the show too soon, you lose yourself. He's got to be careful.
And you're right, Yak Man. Dwayne Johnson on his back is probably not uncomfortable. He is a ground fighter.
He's a guy, remember, he's got Gokor, Tavichi, and Kandar begging in his corner. He knows how to fight on the ground. Nicholson's got to be careful.
Smart move by Andre, like you said. Let it get back to the feet. Look to land the big right hand again.
Could have been a flash knockdown, but I tell you what, the lip or the mouth is bleeding on Johnson. Leg kick by Nicholson.
Big right hand by Andre, the closer.
He's just tossing Johnson around like a rag doll. Oh, but Johnson takes it over now.
Incredible transition by Johnson. He ate a big one on the chin, grabbed the feet, swept Andre. Now he's on top.
Very nice. Now he's controlling. He's got side mount. He's in good position. Andre does not want to be in this position. Dwayne's got a good side mount. He's looking for full mount. I don't think he wants to go there yet. He's in a good position. Dwayne's very explosive. Pushes him right out of that position.
Somewhere there's a featherweight watching going, aren't we supposed to move that fast?
Incredible explosive transition. Andre has his neck caught. He's got to get off the fence. Does not want to be here against the Gokor practitioner.
Andre looks a little gassed. He looks a little gassed. It's a short time.
Less than 10 seconds left. Johnson looking to choke out Nicholson.
Big knee to the body. Big knee to the body.
And Nicholson needs to get off the fence here. Knees to the head are illegal in amateur California division, so he's got to be careful there, Dwayne Johnson.
Very close, yeah.
Dwayne taking some big, heavy punches and overcoming it. It's very impressive, especially big punches from Andre the Closer.
Incredible composure by Dwayne Johnson. He was eating heavy hands from Andre, stayed composed, worked his technique, got on top, and that wound up being a close round.
Yeah, that's like I said, those could have been flash knockdowns. He definitely got hurt. He got busted up. He's bleeding at the mouth. But he didn't seem like he was completely off kilter when he got knocked down. And Mickelson could have been very dangerous for him to go in and try to close out too soon. Johnson still had something left for him, and he proved it before the round was over.
Very impressive by Johnson. When he gets knocked down, he keeps his composure, resorts to the technique, reverses the position, and finishes the round in a strong way.
That's Jiu-Jitsu 101, and like Hector said, incredibly impressive how he was able to stay composed when eating the heavy hands of Andre Nicholson.
So have we seen a blueprint now for this fight? On the feet, you're looking at a possibility of Nicholson knocking Johnson out, putting him away. On the ground, Johnson very resourceful, seemed to take over when the grappling took place. Second round of action, here we go.
I agree, Yak, man. I think that Andre wants to keep it standing, and Dwayne needs to do whatever it takes to get this fight on the ground.
As long as he's not at the receiving end of a ground and pound after a knockdown from the closer, Andre Nicholson. Nicholson in the red, Dwayne Johnson in the blue, Mike Beltran in the middle, in the beard. If you're a ticket holder, this is a return on your investment right here.
Definitely.
And we're a little quiet here in the booth because we don't want to blink and miss anything.
Andre being a little overconfident by keeping his hands down. You know, rule number 101 is keep those hands up no matter what. You can't get too cocky in this sport.
Johnson's coming in on him now.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship by Andre. He's got to keep those hands high.
Johnson, bloody nose.
Dwayne Johnson dripping. Oh my God, blood just flying out of his nose after that last punch.
He's got the reach and the height, but Nicholson's just got him. He's got him timed. Well, he turned his back on Johnson. That was not a wise move.
Very risky move, like you said, Yak, man. You never want to turn your back. It's a really low percentage move to go for a spinning back fist.
He threw one, but then he looked like he was starting his second one, and he pulled it before he finished it, and he gave up his back.
Johnson's looking to take him down, slow down the pace here. Looks like they're both breathing a little bit hard. Andre's looking up.
He's trying to turn away, but he needs to turn into him right here. And this is exactly like round one where Andre gets tired and leans on the cage. He cannot sit on the cage like this.
And Johnson right over his corner, Karan Darbedian shouting instructions to him.
Johnson still on the attack with the heavy punches. You know, he's doing very well for his first fight.
The problem for the closer right now is he's being asked questions that he is providing no answers to.
He's definitely getting tested. He's definitely in a situation that I've never seen him in before. Dwayne looking for the choke, rear naked choke.
And Hector is Andre just gassed out. What's going on? It seems like he's not fighting back.
Until now. Wow, Mickelson was playing possum.
Andre with some heavy punches.
Wow.
And Nicholson just made that into a street fight, grabbing the rash guard of his opponent, raining down punches.
Dwayne is...
This fight could be dead even going into the third and final round. How do you guys see this fight so far?
Very impressive. I mean, I think it's Dwayne, you know, he's stepping up to the plate. It's his, you know, debut. He's coming out of a tough camp. He's going out there and giving it all.
And they've got the bucket, the trash bag in Nicholson's corner. He's about to throw up. He's gassing his cardio shot. He's running on all heart right now.
This is definitely the most out of shape, tired I've seen him in all his fights. So I think he's definitely, hopefully he didn't take him lightly. He's definitely going to getting tested tonight.
In one corner, we've got Andre gassed, about to puke. In the blue corner, Dwayne Johnson dripping blood out of his nose and mouth. Hector, how hard is it going to be able to breathe when he's bleeding out of his nose and his mouth?
It's definitely hard because when you're breathing through your mouth, you know, you're not breathing correctly, so you always want to breathe in your nose, out your mouth to get oxygen into the brain.
And that blood could be going down his throat too. Third and final round of the heavyweights. Both guys looking to finish at every turn, yet somehow we made it to round number 3. Beltran giving final instructions. Both these guys, good show of sportsmanship after the stalking they began the fight with. I mean, they earned each other's respect. Both guys looked like they were ready to go at a given time and then sprung right back into action. Johnson in the blue, Nicholson in the red. Who's gonna take this one home?
And both men circling around the octagon, looking for their range, looking to see who can land a heavy shot first.
I think it's going to be very important for one of these guys to make the move and be the aggressor here in the third round and possibly steal the fight.
Big kick by Johnson.
I agree, Hector. Both guys are running on fumes, and whoever can get off first here can steal the fight.
Oh, looking for a head kick.
Yeah, I think that's how they have to approach it, Aaron. I think this fight is on the table for anybody to take right now.
And if I'm Dwayne, I'm going to abandon that kick because I think if he throws it one more time, that Andre has the timing down. He's going to land it straight right down the pipe.
It's there. It's there for him. Both men a little bit tired. Definitely.
Right hand from Andre didn't really land that flush. Big kick.
Nice kick.
Big kick from Dwayne Johnson. You can hear that ricochet through the crowd.
And when Johnson's stepping in, he's putting his hands out in front of him, and he's kind of stuffing the punches, picking them off from Nicholson.
Andre Nicholson looking very, very tired.
Big right hand, but he's got to set that up.
He is looking tired, but as everybody knows, the last thing to go is that power. And as long as he's got leather to throw, he's in this fight. Head kick by Johnson misses.
And you can tell Andre's loading up on that big right hand. If he can get his distance, boom! He goes for it, but it doesn't land flush.
Dwayne also threw a big, landed a big overhand right on that one.
Now Johnson was looking to toss Nicholson. Nicholson stopped him, got him up against the cage. We're going to deliver some knees. 10 seconds left in this round. That takedown could be what does it. That might make more of a difference than you think.
That was a huge takedown. That might have been the biggest moment of the entire fight thus far.
Big takedown, big takedown.
When it's that close a fight, that might make the difference.
And that was all heart because Andre was on fumes. He had nothing left, and when he heard that 10-second bell, he gave it everything he had. I didn't want the fight to end. I wish it would go a few more rounds.
No, that's because you're a fight fan, and any fight fan would not want that fight to end.
I think it was a great fight, but I think, you know, Andre might be able to sneak this fight away because of what happened in the last round with the takedown and what he landed in the first round.
And I think the refs, when they see all the blood, that they tend to favor the other fighter for doing the damage.
You have the unknown factor of cinema.
But very, very impressive fight for Dwayne Johnson tonight, coming out, first fight ever. Gave a hell of a fight, gave a great show for all the fight fans.
The guy's a physical specimen. I mean, I can't wait to see him back in the cage.
Two heavyweights that moved the entire fight, an ebb and flow between both of them. And again, there had to be featherweights out there watching going, that's how we're supposed to move.
Exactly.
These guys were really, really active, and they're tired because they put an effort in.
Dwayne Johnson was even, I mean, you don't really see too many heavyweights actually go for head kicks. But as tall as he is, he did a great job, was aggressive, never gave up. Very impressive for his very first fight.
Both guys did what's on the job description. And Hector, you know that better than anybody sitting here. Your job description is to fight, to give your all and entertain the best you can while you're doing that effectively and intelligently. And both of these guys, I think, did that.
You know, and hopefully even if whatever happens in the results of this fight, Andre Nicholson here learns a valuable lesson on as far as conditioning, possibly not taking anybody lightly in any fight, even if it's their first fight, because this is what you can run into.
Yeah, and with Dwayne Johnson, I can't wait to see him develop because with that athletic build, when he gets the skills to match, he could be unstoppable.
Definitely. Tough guy, definitely.
And it looks like we're going to head into the cage for the official decision to Jim Fitzgerald.
Jim Fitzgerald, lead us down the road to absolution.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have our decision. Judge number 1 scores the bout 30 to 28. Judge number 2 scores the bout 29.5 to 29. And judge number 3 scores the bout 30 to 27 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision, the red corner, Andre the Closer Nicholson.
I think that
very
was
close decision, a very close fight. I would love to see if that takedown made the third round would put him just over the top.
Yeah, I think that was a good decision that Andre won the fight. He was able to inflict more damage and control more of the pace and more of the fight. But Dwayne definitely got stronger as the fight went on.
Definitely, you know, and I think that did make a big difference going into the third round. That last takedown, and again, what he did in the first round, so.
And Andre's still in the cage, bent over, the closer, taking care of business tonight. He earned that victory.
He didn't get to close the show, but he did walk away with the victory. The closer now 3-1, Johnson 0-1. Toby Greer backstage. He'll be getting reactions and interviews. When we come back from the break, we'll see that. We'll see more Spar Star MMA. And after that last fight, why wouldn't you want to? Don't go anywhere. More coming up right after this.
Of that last fight, man. That fight was pretty close. You know, it looked like you were pushing the action a little bit more in the last round. What was your feeling about it?
I feel as though I was a little bit nervous. The guy's the top fighter for Camo. If that's their top fighter, then that's pretty sad on my part because I went the distance with him. I was shocked the first minute, okay, but after that, he didn't really do much. Second round, I tried to go for chokes and submissions instead of just uppercutting him and trying to knock him out. But I know my next fight will be deadly and more dangerous because that's their top fighter. That's their top fighter. And I'm 225. Then
it's a good performance. You know, never leaving the judges' hands. You should have finished. He should have finished. But how do you feel about it? Who do you want to thank?
Well, I want to thank Gokor. I want to thank IFC Ming. This is my first fight. Next time you'll see me faster and better. Thank you.
All right, guys. That's what we like to guys who bring it. Thanks for fighting for Spar Star MMA, man. Hopefully we'll see you again in the cage. So now, guys, back to Spar Star. More action in the cage. All right, what's up, Spar Star MMA fans, man? I'm here with your winner, Andre. Andre, a great performance, a grueling battle, man. How do you feel?
I mean, besides tired as hell, I mean, I felt good. I felt I was able to go strong all 3 rounds, and I mean, I knew the guy thought he was gonna come in and intimidate me, but for every other fighter out there, just to let you know, that only pisses me off. So,
I noticed you came out with your hands a little bit low. Is that part of your strategy coming in?
Well, I know I'm majority quicker than I'm more quicker than majority of guys, and that's my kind of my fighting style. I made them to swing themselves out or swing at me and miss so I can counter punch it. So I have a different style for every fighter. So
what are some things you thought led to your success in that decision today, man? It was a really close fight, especially that third round. What do you think led to really the judges seeing it go your way?
I think they saw him keep, you know, I was putting the pressure on and attacking or just even making him back up. I was really controlling the cage, and I felt the last takedown at the end. I heard my corner saying, get the takedown, get the takedown. So I took him down the last takedown, tried to get a couple hammer fists in, and thank goodness the judges came away with it.
Nice. Well, speaking of your corner, man, is there anybody you'd like to thank for your great performance today?
Absolutely. All my friends, all my family that came out to see me fight. A huge, huge thank you, and a freaking swag salute to Beachfront 301, my biggest sponsor. I mean, he takes care of me in every way, shape, or form. And big out to the guy who printed my shirts, Aaron Morgan, and just, you know, the MMA fans, you, everybody, camera guys, camera women, light men, everybody.
Well, man, here at Spar Star MMA, we love guys who bring it, man, and you surely brought it today, man, and that's what we like to see, man. We'd love to have you back and look forward to it, man.
Thank you. Follow me on Twitter, Andre the Closer. Thank you, brother.
All right, guys, that's another Spar Star MMA fight, guys. Back to more action in the cage.